everyone, it's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
Today is October 11th. We're on pages 24 and 25 in our magazine. And today, it's our business English article, Borrowing Money from Coworkers.
没错，又到了我们今天商用英文的时间了。今天要介绍的主题呢，是要跟同事借钱。各位不晓得有没有跟同事借钱的经验哦？基本上要开口其实很难，对不对？连用母语都这么难了，那英文的话要怎么说？然后呢，如果别人跟你借钱的话，你要怎么样去回应？那我们今天就可以看得到这样子的说法咯。
Borrowing money from coworkers. Dialogue A. In the office, Bernard slowly approaches Sarah.
Hey, Sarah, would you mind if I borrowed a bit of money for lunch?
Oh, don't worry about it. I can cover you for lunch today.
Really? Thank you so much. I promise I'll pay you back as soon as we get our paychecks.
Actually, you still owe me some money from the lunch we had last week.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. How much was it?
It was about $15 I think. But that reminds me, you still owe Thomas some money as well. He was complaining about you yesterday.
What are you talking about? I don't owe Thomas money.
Actually, you do. Remember the department dinner party 2 weeks ago? We all went to get Korean barbecue. Well, Thomas covered your part because you left early without paying.
Oh, that. I thought the company covered that.
No, that was just our department's get-together. The company didn't have anything to do with it.
My memory isn't that great.
Yeah, it seems that way. You might need to work on that. You don't want to develop a reputation for taking advantage of people.
All right, before we begin our first paragraph, I actually, last night before bed, I actually read some really good advice. Our topic is borrowing money from coworkers, and maybe some of you have this feeling, but I know for sure. When I saw this, I said, ugh, I don't want to borrow your money, and I don't want to lend you money either. But to be fair, I have done it, and I work with some very nice people that I don't have a problem with. But it's a very sticky situation.
Sticky situation 就是比较棘手的，让人觉得说，到底要不要有这样的金钱关系啊？到底要不要借他钱？会不会借了钱没关系，但是到后来他没有还，你又不好意思跟他要，最后心里头有点疙瘩，然后最后到后来甚至朋友也没了，钱也没了。好，很多 sticky problem 就是指很棘手。
And the advice I saw last night, this is what it said. You should never borrow money that you can't afford to get back. If you can borrow someone the money, you should in your heart be ready for them to never give it back. That way, you're not going to have a really big problem later.
没错，所以说今天很好的建议就是老师昨天晚上读到的建议，就是说，如果你要借钱出去的话，你借钱出去的量绝对是你可以负担说，他没有回来，他没有还也没有关系的，千万不要去借人家一笔你负担不起的费用，这样子的话，其实就比较没有心理压力了。
Yeah, exactly. It's a tough situation. Let's look at how Bernard and Sarah work through this problem. Today we have 12 speaking lines, so write it down right on the side, 1 to 12. And our subtitle today begins, in the office, Bernard slowly approaches Sarah.
好，在我们这个副标题的地方呢，你就看到了 in the office。原来是在办公室里面。Bernard slowly approaches Sarah. Approach 这个字呢，它是动词，意思就是慢慢靠近 ，moving closer and closer 这样的感觉。
Yeah, our first line begins with Bernard. He says, Hey Sarah, would you mind if I borrowed a bit of money for lunch?
OK， 在我们看第一句话 ，Bernard 就讲了 ，Hey Sarah, would you mind if I borrowed a bit of money for lunch？ 这里的话，我们先看一下很有趣的 ，Would you mind？ 你会不会介意 ？I borrowed 这个地方帮我把这个 borrow 把它圈起来。这个地方我们是用现在事实相反的假设法，这样的话就给对方一种就算没有也没关系，不会给对方心理压力。所以用这个过去式来表达，这只是个想法而已。好，用这种比较客气的 Would you mind if I borrowed？ 好，这个地方一定要用假設法，聽起來比較客氣哦。
Now, if you were really good friends with this person and you didn't feel shy about it, like if Anthony asked me for 500 NT, I'd say, okay, I wouldn't worry about it. So with Anthony, because we're good friends, Anthony could say to me, hey, could I borrow 不是过去式 500 NT? And I would say, fine. 这个 would you mind this is a little bit trickier here, okay? And the answer is also very strange. 如果我没问题的话，借他那个500块 I'm going to say, no, I don't mind. 的意思是 okay. And if I say yes, 我意思是 means 我不要给你. So you need to write that down because 这个是跟中文那个 a little bit strange here. No 是 okay, yes means 我不要.
Yeah, 没有错，这个地方特别小心。如果你用would you mind 用去问的话，对方如果说 no， 你会不要直接说啊，我被拒绝了？不是 no, I don't mind， 或者是 yes， 你会觉得耶，他答应了，不，我不给你，他只是说我不给你，好，要弄清楚哦。这个地方的话要想一下 ，OK？Would you mind？ 你介不介意？不，我不介意，或者是啊，我真的很介意。所以你听到 yes 的时候，不是说他接受了，而是说对我很介意，这样要清楚，不要搞混喽。OK？
All right, let's look at line number 2. Sarah says.Oh, don't worry about it. I can cover you for lunch today.
好，接下来 Sarah 就回答了 Oh, don't worry about it. 没问题的，别担心，有没有？就是一个不用担心，我不会介意的。你可以说 No, I don't mind, or don't worry about it. I can cover you for lunch today. 没问题，我呢，我午餐费我帮你出 OK 的。这个地方 cover someone for lunch， 然后这就是指帮他出午餐钱的意思。
If you play video games, you know what cover means here. Cover means help. It doesn't mean 免费 and it doesn't mean to hide. It means to help. So if you're playing video games, especially a shooting game, maybe you have to run and your friend says, cover me. So you go, bop, 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 and then you can run safely. That's what cover means. So someone might also ask you, can you cover me at work? So I can't come to work today. Maybe I have to go to the doctor. So Anthony will help me do my job.
Yeah, 所以说这种情况下的话 cover 本来是掩护的意思，对不对？好，老师刚刚提到那个让我想到以前我们玩的游戏，像魂斗罗啊这种东西的。那如果说今天你在工作上面需要人家帮你的时候 you can say cover me, or sometimes I hear people say cover for me. Yeah, 都是指这个代班的意思。你可以帮我代班一下吗？我可能要有事要忙，然后之后我可能再还你这个人情，这样的用法可以用 cover 来表达帮忙的意思。
And in line 3, Bernard says, really? Thank you so much. I promise I'll pay you back as soon as we get our paychecks.
好，在第3句话呢，这个 Bernard 就讲说了 Really? 真的吗？你都不介意吗？他说 Thank you so much. 谢谢你，你人真好。I promise I'll pay you back.好 ，pay you back 就是还你钱。好，我会还你钱。好，这个地方 you 一定要放在 pay 跟 back 的中间。好，这个地方要特别注意。除了这个之外 ，as soon as we get our paychecks。Paychecks 指的就是支票或是我们每个薪水。好，如果说今天 if you live paycheck to paycheck， 意思就是指你今天你拿到钱之后很快就花光了，入不敷出的那种感觉。所以在这边的话可以知道说，一旦我拿到钱了，拿到薪水了，我就会赶快还你。
Now, please be careful. Pay attention to what Anthony and I said. We said pay you back. That means to 还you钱. But if we say pay back or pay you back, that means get revenge, 报仇. So, be careful here.
Yeah, 没错。
I'll pay you back.
Yeah, I'll pay you back. 意思是我会加倍奉还哈。你今天这样对我没关系，我会加倍奉还，那是要报仇 get even. OK， 但这个地方是 pay you back， 意思是把钱还给你。
Trading. You draw a little line over back so you know the right way to say this.
没错。
Okay, and let's take a quick break. Welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're looking at our business English article today called Borrowing Money from Coworkers. Let's look at line number 4. Sarah says, actually, you still owe me some money from the lunch we had last week.
OK， 再来我们看第4句话咯。到后来 Sarah 这个时候就是一个最好提醒他一个你上次的钱还没有还我这样的一个时机哦。他说 Actually, you still owe me some money from the lunch we had last week. 好，我们上一周我们一起吃饭的午餐钱，不好意思，你好像还没有还我呢。OK， 这个地方很棒，这个很好的时机点。
I feel Sarah and Bernard must be good friends, or at least somewhat close, because this is a very uncomfortable situation. You borrowed money from me, you didn't pay me back, and now you want more money. You must feel very comfortable to say, hey, buddy, you didn't pay me last week. Come on, pay me first. Right? Because I think if you weren't close friends, this would be very uncomfortable.
没有错。如果说今天要是你们就是这个关系没有很亲密的话，没有很好的朋友的话，其实事实上他会很不舒服，说，你上次钱还没还我，可是为什么你现在要跟我来借？所以在这边的话，从 Sarah 的这种回答可以看出来说，他们关系还不错，然后他只是顺便说一下，对了，好，没问题啊，先讲了没问题，最后再顺便一提说，你上周的钱其实说实在还没还我，可以一次记起来吗？
Yeah, I think like if my sister or something, I'd be like, yeah, okay.But like a whole bunch of people, I'd be like, no, you got to pay me back from last week. So let's take a look. Bernard says, huh? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. How much was it?
OK， 再来，你看 Bernard 就吓了一跳，真的？对耶，然后马上突然想起来 I forgot about that。 这个地方请特别注意，因为你现在已经想起来了，所以忘记这件事情已经存在在过去了，所以很多的时候我们在提到说，哎呀我忘了，你不会说 I forget， 你会用过去式 I forgot about that， 我居然忘记了，但是现在记得了，所以用过去式 How much was it？ 那我上次欠你多少钱啊
？And let's not forget, we say how much because we're talking about uncountable nouns, money.But how do we remember that? Well, remember, uncountable noun is a U-C-N, 不可数名词 U-C-N. And if you look at the letters U-C-H, 就是在 much 里面，你把 H 剪头发，它留下来什么？ It looks like the letter N, right? So much 现在变成 M-U-C-N. So 那个 how much 看起来像 UCN。
老师在提到这个 UCN 就是 uncountable noun 它的简称，很多时候你会在字典上面看到 UCN 或是 UC。那这个地方 how much 这个字后面的地方不是 UCH 吗？你帮他把那个上面头发剪一剪，然后那个H 看起来就很像 N， 对不对？ UCN 就是要接不可数的，这是一个非常厉害的一个技巧哦。
This is why I like to say UCN. I know some people, like Minnie, we were talking earlier in the month, UN. She says UN.Some people say UC. I like to say UCN because that much.
原来如此。
All right, here we go. Our next sentence has Sarah saying, it was about $15 US. That's like 500 NT. In line 6, Sarah says, it was about $15 US, I think. That's like 500 NT. But that reminds me, you still owe Thomas some money as well. He was complaining about you yesterday.OK，
所以 Sarah 真的是很好的朋友，她说了it was about $15 US, I think， 或差不多应该是15块美金吧，差不多400-500块台币这样子哦。她说 But that reminds me， 不过说到这个But that reminds me 就是让我想起来了 You still owe Thomas some money as well， 你还欠 Thomas 钱呢。He was complaining about you yesterday。 我觉得这个地方可以跟各位说明一下，如果说今天我有听到任何人讲到我好朋友的一些不好的话，我会私底下告诉他说，有人其实对这件事很介意，要不要处理一下？这是好朋友的一个行为。如果说在这里的话，你看他说，对了，你还欠 Thomas 钱，他昨天还在跟我抱怨这件事情呢。他也间接让这个 Bernard 知道说，原来还有钱没有还，然后别人的话可能不会跟他关系这么好，可能不会跟他主动讲，所以呢，但是心里头暗自生闷气。所以在这边的话 ，Sarah 做了一件非常好的事情。
In English, a person that borrows a lot of money or borrows a lot of your things and then doesn't pay you back or they don't return them, this person is called a deadbeat. Dead, D-E-A-D, and then beat, B-E-A-T, deadbeat.
deadbeat 就是那种专门跟人家借钱，然后欠钱又不还的人，在英文里头有这样的一个说法。
Yeah, you'd be like, no, get out of my face, deadbeat. I'm telling you that I know you'll borrow the money, but you won't pay me back.
所以那种专门欠钱不还的人，他们就会有个 deadbeat 这样子的标签，然后人家说走开啦，你不要跟我借钱 ，deadbeat 用这种方式去讲，用这种方式去叫人家这样子 ，OK？
In line 7, Bernard says, what are you talking about? I don't owe Thomas money.
好，接下来呢 ，Bernard 就讲说，你在说什么 ？What are you talking about？ 你在讲什么 ？I don't owe Thomas money， 我又没有欠他钱，奇怪了。
I think right now a lot of us probably feel a little uncomfortable with Bernard. We'll have to see what happens next right after our second break. All right, welcome back to Enjoy English School. When we took our break, we learned that Bernard wanted to borrow money from Sarah, but he hasn't paid her back yet, and he still owes Thomas money, and we practiced the word deadbeat because Bernard looks like a deadbeat. Let's find out what happens in line 8 here. So Sarah says, actually, you do. Remember the department dinner party 2 weeks ago? We all went to get Korean barbecue? Well, Thomas covered your part because you left early without paying.
好，所以接下来这句话呢，我们终于知道是怎么回事了哦。第一个，他就说了 ，Actually, you do. 的确，你有欠 Thomas 钱哦。Remember the department dinner party 2 weeks ago？ 好，记得2个礼拜之前，你看看哦，2个礼拜之前，我们有个部门的聚餐 ，department 指的就是公司的一个部门，他们部门内部的聚餐吗 ？We all went to get Korean barbecue， 我们都去吃这个韩式的 barbecue， 有没有？有印象吧？然后先回想这个场景，然后 Well, Thomas covered your part。好，他帮你付了账。我们之前的时候有提到 cover 这个字，对 ，cover you for lunch。好，在前面的地方有提到，在这边又出现了 Thomas covered your part because you left early without paying。你提早走了，然后没有付的账，是 Thomas 帮你付的钱，所以你还欠他一笔钱呢。
What a deadbeat.
哦，天哪
So we saw the word covered back in line 2. I actually drew a line there. From my line to I can cover you for lunch today. And I drew a line so I don't forget. All right, our next line, number 9, Bernard says, that. I thought the company covered that.
OK， 所以 Bernard 这样有一点误解，对不对 ？Maybe there's some misunderstanding。OK， 所以他就说了 that， 那件事啊，I thought the company covered that。好，在这里特别注意一下，当你说 I thought 的时候，往往后面这个事情也会使用过去式。比方说今天有同学很背叛你，对不对？然后你就说 I thought you were my friend， 代表说他已经不是你，已经不把当朋友在看待了。所以当 I thought 的时候，后面接的东西也会跟着变化，所以 I thought the company covered that， 我以为是公司帮我们付的账呢，所以就在这里的话，知道说为什么他没有去还 Thomas 钱，是因为他以为是公司出这个餐费。
In line 10, Sarah says, no, that was just our department's get-together. The company didn't have anything to do with it.
好了，现在他就跟他解释了 ，Sarah 就讲说 ，No, that was just our department's get-together。Get together 就是聚餐、聚会、碰面的意思，所以这边的话，只是我们部门内部的聚餐，跟公司怎么样一点关系都没有。如果要表达没有任何关系的话，后面这句话就说 The company didn't have anything to do with it， 是跟我们这次的聚餐跟公司没有任何关系。所以这里的话 I have nothing to do with it， 就是说我跟这件事情没有关系。所以很多时候你要提到两件事有没有关联的时候，你可以用 have something to do with something or have nothing to do with something。好，很多种这种说法。
Yeah, it's a really useful phrase. You'll hear it a lot when you're hearing foreigners speak naturally. 比较自然, we like to say this. A get-together is less than a party. So if you think like after school, you just go get some coffee or milk tea with friends, that's a get-together. When you put on your suit or your beautiful dress and you have like hongbao, that's like a party or like a company event. E-V-E-N-T. 这个比较正式多了。Get together is very casual.
Casual 的意思就是比较随性一点的啊，3-5好友没有特别穿上特别的服装，然后大家就一起聚在一起聊聊天啊，打打屁啊，这样子的话，那就是一般的 get together。那如果说今天是 party 的话，可能就是穿上正式的服装啊，比较正式一点。
Yeah, casual is C-A-S-U-A-L. Casual.
Casual 那个 ual 那个字的话，特别小心它那个地方的发音哦。
In line 11, Bernard says, my memory isn't that great.
哦，天哪！哦 ，what a deadbeat!
I don't want to be his friend.
No, 他就说my memory isn't that great. 哎呀，看样子我记性真是很不好呢。你才知道。
Yeah, thanks, Bernard. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I know your memory is not that great. All right, in line 12, Sarah says, yeah, it seems that way. You might need to work on that. You don't want to develop a reputation for taking advantage of people.
Yeah, 所以这边的话，最后 Sarah 还很客气啊，说 Yeah, it seems that way. 看来的确是如此呢。OK， 好朋友真的是这样，不会太用力的戳下去哈。You might need to work on that. 不过这件事情你得要去加强一下了。Work on something 就是得要去努力的去做什么事情。好，你要去记得说，你欠人家钱要记下来呀，对不对？ You don't want to develop a reputation. Reputation is your name. 你的名声，什么名声呢 ？For taking advantage of others. 你总不希望说你会有一个这样的名声，什么名声？就是不断去占人家便宜的这种名声吧。
Be careful of the word reputation. Don't say reputation. I wrote short E above my reputation there. And the word develop means to make something, but you do it very slowly. When you develop a reputation, that means your name grows slowly. But if it's very quickly, we might say an overnight success.
An overnight success 就是一夕之间突然就成功了，就成名了。但如果是 develop 的话，是慢慢培养，慢慢累积，让大家开始知道说有这样的印象。所以如果你这边借不还，那边借不还，久而久之 ，you develop a reputation for taking advantage of others. OK， 在这个情况下就会是慢慢累积，大家就觉得说，哇，这个人欠钱都不还 ，what a deadbeat.
You probably remember your parents using cameras to take pictures, and they would open it and take out the film, and then they would go to like a store, and then in an hour they would give you the pictures. That verb is to develop the pictures. They used to put them in like a liquid, ET, and then you could see the picture, 慢慢地出来. That's to develop pictures. So you do something slowly when we develop.
没错，这是超过你们的年代的哈，就是以前在那个还是用胶卷去拍照的时候，冲洗相片的话，你得要把那个胶卷底片放到一个特殊的液体里面，这样动一动，你会慢慢看到那个画面浮现出来，那种感觉就是 develop， 就是冲洗底片的意思。
All right, let's get ready for vocab review. All right, everyone, it's time for vocab review. And in our title today, we had the phrase borrow money from coworkers.
Borrow money from 某某人，就是从他这边来借钱。
And in our subtitle, we had the keyword approach or to approach.
To approach 就是靠近，然后这个地方 approach 直接接人就可以咯。
We can walk up to somebody.
Walk up to someone 也是指向他走过去。
And today we use this word a few times. We use the verb to cover somebody.
To cover somebody 就是去掩护他或者是帮他付钱的意思。
In line 3, we said to pay somebody back. And remember, we pay somebody back, 4 cents on the back.
没错，这个重音要放在 back 这个地方，就是还钱给他的意思哦。
Don't say pay back. That means revenge, 报仇。Next, the verb to, like, 你还那个钱 is, 你还没给他们钱. We say to owe somebody.
Yeah, to owe somebody 就是欠他钱。We usually say owe somebody an amount of money， 就是先接人，再接多少钱。
In line 6, we use the continuous tense, complaining about something. The base form verb is to complain about something.
Complain about 就是抱怨某件事情哦。
And don't forget the preposition is about. And then the last one today, we don't have anything to do with it.
We don't have anything to do with it. Have something to do with something 就是与什么有关。当我说 I have nothing to do with it， 意思就是我完全跟那件事没有关系。
All right, and that's all the time we have for it. Enjoy English School today, but we will see you tomorrow with more of our business English. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.